Welcome to the show late as always. Apologies for that. Right. Rachel said that she'd be here when I got here, and she's not here. But I can't blame her for not being on time because, pardon me, I wouldn't have been here anyway. Let's be honest, I'm the star of the show. Right, so Danny G Vault, episode 26. What I did was I had to find some videos quickly when I got here. So rather than, I just looked for ones with cool titles and pulled 4 or 5 random ones out just now. This first one's called, hold on, what's it called? It's called... Good God, you can't get the stuff these days, can you? Date created. It's called, wait for it. Day at the Roman Oasis, 2,000-year-old Rome. No clue. But it looks like they're not in the living room, so I thought, exciting times.
Hello everybody. YouTube, how you doing? Well, today I've come to the pools of Jesus. Do crazy things when I'm on holiday. There's sulphur pools, everyone. They're crazy, man. It's sick though.
It doesn't look that crazy to me, Johnny.
2,000-year-old these, probably older than that. Yeah, they used to... Jesus has been here. I think Julius Caesar was the one who commissioned the little shrine temple underground Roman frigging bath in there. But yeah, he's at the Roman baths.
So what is it? Just a pool of water?
Doing it Roman style. Hold on, I'll put the camera on me. Because down there, it's a river. Yeah, I'll walk down and I'll show you. And in the river...
You know when you read a comment, your heart jumps in your mouth and you think, oh no. And then you realise that the person's probably just joking, so you calm down. This guy said, you and Rach are the new Atwood and Jen. I thought, oh no, they found our adult work page. Lol.
There is healing mud. 2,000-year-old mud that Jesus himself put on his face. So did Julius Caesar. So I thought, basically...
Why was Jesus putting mud on his face? Was Jesus racist? Was he doing blackface? Is that what I don't understand what his point is. Jesus put mud on his face. Okay.
I'll put it on my face, innit?
Danny, you don't look any different.
Look at it. So basically, I am now an assassin from 2,000 years ago, YouTube. Yeah, but look, it's beautiful. And it's madness because the...
You're not though, are you? What you are is some council estate tramp that looks like he's gone out in fancy dress the night before as a smurf and been to a sesh all night. And funnily enough, the only place that it's rubbed off is around his nose because the only part of his face he's been touching.
Mud all as well. It's like clay. And the clay, yeah, you put all over you and it's really good for your skin and stuff.
Jen hasn't got an adult work as far as I know, but that other lass that he was involved with, whose name I can't remember, the Daddy Gate thing. That's what I was talking about.
It's quite a popular place as well with the local.
I'm saying Jen doesn't have an adult work. My honest answer to that is I don't know. She wouldn't come up in my search area anyway. Do you saying too much?
Loads of local people come here. And look at the colour of the water, man. It's mad. I don't know if you can see this properly, yeah? But it's absolutely madness, the colour. Do you know what I mean? Right? And it's like a proper little oasis in the middle of the mountains, this. It's like just in the middle of the fucking mountains. And as you're walking up here...
Right, you're laughing though, right? Dog, do you laugh, Annie? But you know exactly who I meant.
We've got this big tree.
See, I don't think Callie Diamond was her real name, to be honest with you.
Where Jesus and his boys used to sit and probably smoke weed and get pissed on some fucking, I don't know, goat's milk, Iraq or some shit.
Has he got lost? Has he lost a golf ball in there? Yeah, he's still looking for a golf ball and it's just gone. It's just turned into something else.
Do you know what I mean? But look at this tree. This tree, from what I've been told, has been here for thousands of years. So look at that. And obviously you can tell from all the rocks that are around there that was set up by the Romans as like a meeting place. And look at that, that's absolutely nuts, isn't it? And if you walk over there...
So are we to believe that those rocks had been put there by the Romans, are we? Around a tree in the tourist area?
Yeah, look that pattern down there. This little river thing that's like white water, like, I don't know, it's like whitey blue. It's down for about a mile. And you've got 2,000-year-old Roman.
To be fair, right, Jesus was meant to be dead powerful in that, right? But he did always move proper mob-handed, didn't he?
Roman ruins, man. So we're going all the way down Roman path.
First time that I saw you. Who are you, pet?
Roman wars, Do you know what I mean? And you have to walk down, and then you get here, and you get to this.
Is he filming women outside of a public toilet on holiday? Is that what's happening?
This is an actual... Right, sorry about that. I'll put these videos together. You'll get them linked together, and this will just be the finish of it. So yeah, look at this. Do you want to drop my phone?
Yeah, I like how you're artistically to show like to what's the word I'm looking for, like to break the fourth wall. You artistically left the bit in where you said you were going to edit them later. Like we wouldn't have already noticed that they were edited.
Look. Absolutely fucking sick. You can go through all these tunnels.
Oh, is that a Roman brickwork, is it?
I've been through. There's a really dark room at the back.
Did Roman have house bricks, did they? Oh, more advanced than I thought. I don't know anything about Romans.
And my mate Garn is shitting his pants to get through there. But I'm going to go through there in a bit, yeah? So I'll let you all know what's in there.
Danny, right, we know that for the last 20 years, you've been down a lot scarier holes than that, mate.
If there's any Vikings, any Romans, any gods in there wanting to fight the Danny G, I'll have my brawl and I'll put it on the tube. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
He's not looking for gods or Vikings or anything like that. What he's looking for is his next potential sexual partner.
Look at this, man. This is amazing, isn't it? Amazing.
I
Jesus
feel
Christ
like
would have been in here. Julius Caesar, probably Mark.
I feel like to use the word amazing on that is setting the bar a bit low for amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like if a firefighter saves 3 babies from a burning building in one go, right, under one arm, right, that's amazing. You walking around a tourist attraction, what you're trying to have us believe is that they're on the same level of thing. And I don't think they are.
Mark Antony, probably Brutus, maybe even Pompey. Loads of mad-ass geezers and people will have been in here. So yeah, boy, in a bizzle, keep subbing, keep liking. Peace out.
It's not water he's amazed by, it's the concept of a bath, I think. Is that it? Is that the whole video? And that video is called A Day? That was your whole day? Suppose he was probably too busy being amazed to film anything. Now, this next one's called Dealing Damage, Danny G style. Whoops, just kick the camera. Dealing Damage, Danny G style. Hold on, I'll go. Now, looking at the thumbnail that I can see, I think that this video, looking at the thumbnail that I can see before I hit play, I think there's a high chance that this video is one of the classics that we all know and love, but the full version. I think. I don't want to build your hopes up in case it's not. This is a new intro. It looks like he's paid somebody to do an intro. Oh no. It looks like he's commissioned somebody to make him an intro and then not paid for it, so he's just filmed the screen and stuck that on the start instead. It is, you know. I think it's from Cinema Market.
Oh, everybody, second video of the day. Done one with the practice sword for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you really liked it. Now I'm going to do one. It's going to be a little bit of a hand-to-hand fighting technique.
It is. Oh Lord, I have waited for this moment. And now, a psalm from the Messiah himself, Daniel Grayson.
For street fighting, yeah, because that's primarily what I am, a fucking street fighter. And then we're going to do some exercise that you can do with no weights, just body weight. It's only going to be like 3 exercises, but it's going to be press-ups in the correct fucking form, yeah? Because when people do press-ups, they do them all wrong, right? We're going to do some sit-ups, crunches, and a couple of other things, yeah? Just to keep you strong on that if you can't get to the gym. But to begin with, so, I'm going to talk you through this, and if you've watched the boxing lesson videos that I've given in the gym, yeah?
If you've watched those boxing videos and you took any notice of them, I'm sorry to inform you, you're probably an idiot.
I tend to like, you know, tell you how I'm transferring my body weight and stuff. But you should already know that if you've watched them videos. So, this...
The only thing I've seen Danny transfer his body weight to is from floor to sofa and back again.
It's kind of just going to be techniques and punches and stuff you can use. So, first punch you always need to know, obviously, is a jab. Bang!
Yes.
Nice fast jab. Bang! yeah? But after the jab, what are you going to follow with? Now, there's so many different things. I mean, you can jab and kick to the stomach, right? Easily. Jab and snap a knee, right? Not a problem.
Somebody just apologised halfway through his demonstration then, got his attention, say sorry. Let's just rewind there.
Some punches and stuff you can use. So, first punch you always need to know, obviously, is a jab. Bang! Nice fast jab. Bang! Yeah? But after the jab, what are you going to follow with? Now, there's so many different things. I mean, you can jab and kick to the stomach, right? Easily. Jab and snap a knee, right? Not a problem. Yeah? Jab.
How tall is this guy he's fighting if that's going to snap a knee?
This is kind of just going to be techniques and punches and stuff you can use. So, first punch you always need to know, obviously, is a jab. Bang! Nice fast jab. Bang! Yeah? But after the jab, what are you going to follow with? Now, there's so many different things. I mean, you can jab and kick to the stomach, right?
Right, watch how high this knee kick is.
Easily.
It's, in fact, I think it might be higher than the stomach kick.
Jab and snap a knee, right? Not a problem. Yeah? Jab, elbow to the cheekbone. Now, that one is a good one, to be honest. I've used it a lot of times.
But Danny, right, what's happening is, all right, is what happened there is, I do believe.
Jab and snap a knee, right? Not a problem. Yeah? Jab, elbow.
Right, so what's happening there is, right, Danny, I'm going to have to move my glass of water for this, is you're throwing a jab here, right? No, actually, I do it with the other hand. So you're throwing a jab here. I'll do it slowly because I don't want to scare anybody, right? Hold on. Let's get on camera. Right, you're throwing a jab here, and then you're snapping the person's cheekbone there. So one of those two shots would clearly miss. Unless, of course, you're fighting the person with the biggest head on planet Earth. Or perhaps there's two of them. Siamese twins. He's fighting Siamese twins. Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Sorry, my bad.
To the cheekbone. Now, that one is a good one, to be honest. I've used it a lot of times. It's kind of deadly. Elbows and knees, deadly. So, learn your jab, but never just jab. It's one punch. You want to follow up with combinations. So, jab, bang, bang, bang. That kind of combination.
What on earth was that, Daniel? Like, however, man, have a word, will you?
Learn your jab, but never just jab. It's one punch. You want to follow up with combinations. So, jab, bang, bang, bang. That kind of combination, yeah? Or jab, bang, bang. That kind of combination, yeah? Because the geese won't expect it.
Bang, bang.
Also, low to high. I mean, whenever you see some people street fighting, you would have seen this in, if you're young, you would have seen it in your school. If you're 20, you would have seen it in a club.
Right, Danny. No one, certainly not in my school anyway, right? In any kind of fight, whether it be on the school bus or an organised one on the field afterwards, or even a one outside of school hours where everybody meets at a park at 6 o'clock, right? Never, ever, ever did I see anybody throw anything even close to what could be called a combo. Never. Unless, I don't know, is a windmill classed as a combo? There's a lot of shots in it.
Yeah, but it's this, in it. So if you're right-handed, rah, rah. To be honest with you, I mean, that and that and that and that neutralises that completely, yeah? Geezer throws a big hook to your head and you just block like this. Throws a big hook to the other side, block like this. And that's all they're going to throw. Short.
Why is that all that they're going to throw? They might kick you, like you've just kicked them twice.
Straight punches to the middle of the face will destroy. You smash a man's nose, he will kind of lose sight and it'll give you a split second to do more damage. If you put a man's teeth down his throat, he's going to have pause. So short, sharp punches. It doesn't have to be big hooks.
I was in McDonald's once at the top of the big market, right? Two lads started fighting with each other in the queue. It was about like midnight on a Saturday or Friday or a Saturday night, right? And the first punch that hit, that was swung, hit the kid square on the nose, and it physically flattened his nose pretty much. Like you could see the difference. The second the fist came away, his nose looked like, bear in mind, I didn't know him either. I didn't nose him. And his nose looked visibly smashed. And the kid didn't even notice in the minute.
You can throw big hooks, but when you've already damaged a man and got him on his back foot. So, jab, hook, uppercut, bang, bang. That kind of combination, yeah? Low to high.
Ribs, sternum, uppercut.
Yes. I've been looking for the original of this for a while.
It doesn't have to be big hooks. You can throw big hooks, but when you've already damaged the man and got him on his back foot. So, jab, hook, uppercut, bang, bang. That kind of combination, yeah? Low to high. Ribs, sternum, uppercut. Yeah? Again. Ribs, sternum, uppercut. That will never be expected in a fight. Now, when you come in close, and you're in close, that's when the elbows and the knees, that's when they come in. So, depends how you fight, and depends on your own
Elbows
height,
to the knee.
yeah? I'm 6 foot, so I'm kind of
No, you're not.
perfect for on the outside fighting, and I'm pretty good on the inside because my arms aren't too long and my legs aren't too long. If you're really tall, you really want to learn to fight with your jab and your straight right and your kicks on the outside. If you're shorter and stocky, you want to get inside because then your short arms are going to be able to move fast and you're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's how Mike Tyson used to knock the shit out of people. He was shorter, but boy, when he got inside, could he create some angles. And it is all about angles. You're fighting a man straight on, and he's coming at you, and he throws that big right
The
hand.
only angle I think of when I think of Danny G,
So block, move.
the only angle I think of when I look at Danny G is 90 degrees. Bender.
Bang him in the side of the head. Yeah? You've gone from in his direct sight to out of his sight in a split second. His brain will not be able to function. He won't know what the fuck's going on. So block, move, bang. As you hit him, he's going to be going that way. Yeah? Rush him, pick him up, slam him on the floor. When he's down on the floor, knee on his chest, elbow, 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 side of the face until you knock him out. Yeah? Either way, this knee, this elbow, this knee, this elbow. Depends on how you want to do it, right? Another thing is...
But unless the guy's sitting up on the floor, that elbow's not going to contact any part of
hit
him.
him, he's going to be going that way, yeah?
Oh, no, it's Siamese twins, isn't it?
Rush him, pick him up, slam him on the floor. When he's down on the floor, knee on his chest, elbow, elbow, elbow.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Even if you shout elbow and you're doing it, it still won't hit anything.
Side of the face until you knock him out, yeah? Either way,
Oh, look, that Rachel's in the chat.
this knee, this elbow, this
Again,
knee,
yeah, that hit
this
nothing.
elbow. Depends on how you want to do it, right? Another thing is, when you are actually fighting, you're going to
What you elbowing him in exactly here, Danny? He's aura.
get bangs in the face. You know what I mean? You are.
Shout out Manny's in the chat.
If it's somebody who can fight, if it's somebody who can't fight and you can fight, it'll be over in one punch.
If you can fight and not getting tips for fighting from this fucking shit show,
One slap, one kick, one knee, whatever you want to use, yeah?
UFC, utter fucking clown.
But if a geezer can fight, he's going to give you some bangs. And you're going to get scars and you're going to get cut. When you see your own blood, don't let your system shut down. Yeah? Everybody has an animal instinct inside them. Everyone. Do you know what I mean, right? When you see your own blood, the emotion
Did Stephen Hawkins have an animal instinct inside of him as well?
that you feel,
That must have been frustrating.
let it go away with you, get taken away with your own body's emotion. And that's how you'll learn to never go down and never give up. And that's how you become a beast. So, just quickly, a real recap. Straight punches, straight down the middle will bust a man's face. Hooks to knock him out. Body punches and uppercuts to do a lot of damage. And if you're in the inside,
Daniel, they're not punches. That's just moving your arms fast. That wouldn't hurt most teenage boys.
elbow, 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 elbow. Break his face with elbows. If you can clasp round his neck and pull him towards you, knee, knee, knee. Whatever you've got to do to win the fight.
Right, even if you try to do that to somebody, right, like of an adult male human size, grab them by the back of their head like that and try and knee them in the face, right? You'd look like you were trying. You'd look like somebody with cerebral palsy trying to do one of the dance moves off Dirty Dancing. It just wouldn't work. In your theory, Danny, right? When you do that with your hand, right? The person's entire body weight they just move with you. That doesn't happen in real life. Because again, you're just moving your arms.
That's what street fighting's all about. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck practicing the shit. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to do some press-ups and some shit to show you how they're done properly. Yes,
Right
yes.
then. Stretching and a little bit of body weight training. Only very simple body weight training to keep you supple
Has he got a camel toe? And then tracksuit bottoms.
and to keep you strong for obviously your fighting and that, because you need to be supple and strong. If you're not supple and strong, you're going to be pretty fucked. Right, so first things first, very easy, right? Yeah, just stand, put your arms out to the side like this, do you know what I mean, right? And just roll, roll, and roll. When you come back, yeah, roll so you feel your shoulders like kind of in a little bit of pain, only a little bit, and then roll, roll. You would have seen this before, but it is definitely needed, because when you're punching and stuff, yeah, your shoulders are the main thing that you use, right? Okay, roll, come back, back, and back the other way. Make sure you feel the shoulder at the back, a little bit of pain, so you know you're actually stretching it, and you know you're actually moving it. Do you know what I mean, right? Right, now.
You know what it is, right? I think Bill Kelly might be coming around and booking the pair of them, looking at him in them tracksuit bottoms.
Simply, guard position, and very slow punches. Slow, just slow. Nothing major, you can throw some elbows if you want, whatever you want to do. Yeah, but just slow punching, very slow. Do you know what I mean? Very slow.
As opposed to showing people, right, how to throw these absolutely lodgeful combos, right? Wouldn't it be a better starting point to actually show somebody how to throw a punch first? Suppose going, right, have you got any experience fighting? Right, no, what you want to do is, right, you want to go jab, uppercut, ribs down, uppercut, knee to the face, fucking flying elbow, spinning bird kick, Hadouken, right? And then when they're on the floor, you spit on them. And if you see your own blood, you don't panic. Instead of that, actually showing somebody how to throw a punch and how to put your weight behind it and how to stay on balance.
Just to loosen off, yeah? We're not trying to tire ourselves out here.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't teach that because you don't know how to do it. My bad.
We're not even trying to get out of breath. We're just basically throwing slow, no power, just moving your body, right? Do this for about a minute, yeah? A minute. Do you know what I mean? This is something you want to be doing every day.
I'm trying to multitask here, right? But whoever was asking about the TikTok lives in the chat before, the reason that when I just restream one of these TikTok lives, they don't save the channel is because I delete them straight away. Because sometimes I do 4 or 5 of them a day, and I don't want to clutter the channel with shite. But there's this channel here that does post all of Danny's TikTok lives in full, normally a day or 2 after they've happened. But if you all subscribe to that and any clip, as if anybody wants to start a clip channel, this channel here in the chat is the channel to go and clip from, because that's got all of his TikTok lives on.
By the way, if you do this shit every day, you will notice an increase in yourself pretty quick, even though it's very basic and very easy. Trust me, right? Then you want to be stretching the back of your legs, yeah? Because obviously, if you throw any kind of kick, if your legs are coming up for knees, you want to be stretching the back of your legs, or you'll pull something. So, feet together, yeah? And down, down, down. Try and touch the floor. If you can't touch the floor,
down,
down,
down, down, get it down, 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 down.
Yeah, but if not, touch the floor. Try and touch the floor. Then touch the floor to the side if you can. If not, touch the side of your feet. Yeah? And then touch the floor at the back. If you can't touch the floor.
I keep on expecting them to stand up and go, let's do the time warp again.
Or just touch your feet. Try and keep your legs straight. Back up. Okay? Now, knees. We will be doing knees in the exercise, but we're doing them hard. Now we're going to do them soft. Whenever you're lifting your knees up to here, you're working your bottom abs and your hip flexors. So, these are important for any type of kicking motion or any type of kneeing motion. So, knees, up, stretch. Knee, up, stretch. I mean, you can stand straight on like this and do it. You can just bring your knees up like this. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Just very soft though. You're just lifting them off the floor. You're not putting any power in it. Yeah? I prefer to do them from here
Tomorrow's video will be showing you the conga.
because I'm just used to always being in this position. So basically knee up.
Now, guys, I learned this next one in Spain. It's called the Macarena.
Knee up. Knee up. Knee up. Knee up. Knee up. Knee up. Now obviously you can see I've got my guard up. It's just natural for me because it's just natural to have my guard up. So, but it doesn't matter where your hands are.
your hands off for this. This ain't no training for fighting. This is stretching, yeah?
Hips don't lie. His hips are full of shit.
Knees up. Knees up.
Knees up, Mother Brown.
Do for about a minute. Last stretching motion that you're going to do, right, is something that you would have all done.
What's he got? He's got his hands on his frock. Is that what he's pretending to do now?
But you do have to feel the stretch on it. So I stand on my feet apart like this, and then I'll stretch this way, right? I'll get my leg right, stretch this way, and then stretch this way, and then this way.
Good afternoon, within we can joke. We're watching a classic here, mate. This is the original ribs, sternum, uppercut video.
This way. Okay, like this.
This is like a what do we call it? The Danny verse. This is a Grail episode. This.
Do this for about a minute. Do you know what I mean? Right, get as far as you can down. Get a nice stretch on. It does pull. You want to feel the pull here, and the pull here, pull here. Yeah, you want to feel the pull. So stretch it out. Get a nice stretch, a nice pull. Now we're going to go.
Hold on a second. So, with Danny's training ethos, we'll call it, do you have the fight and then do the stretches? So is the fight the warm-up?
Want to press up.
Or is this you winding down after disarming an entire army of people?
Right, press ups. We're going to do them 3 ways. Try and keep your elbows tucked in. Don't cheat by bringing your elbows out and flaring them, yeah? I'm going to do medium grip, close grip, wide grip, back to close grip, back to medium grip. 10 of each, yeah? This is for you beginners. When you get stronger, do 20, 30, whatever you want to do. Just you know, pump it, yeah? Until your chest is like, Conan the Barbarian! No, just keep pumping. Don't give up. So, medium. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Straight to the close-up.
It's funny you should say that, right, G15, because Danny's missed a trick here, right? So G15 just said, going on how old he looks, I'd say these videos were filmed about 30 years ago, right? Seen Danny on TikTok live yesterday, and he was like, all those old videos, they're off a couple of years ago, them. I'm not that person anymore. He could have got away with going, that was 20 years ago, mate. I've grown up since then. And if you are new to this, you definitely believe him. I would. I might even believe him now, and I know he's lying.
Yeah, doesn't have to be this close, but we want it about this close at least, yeah? Now, obviously, the steps similar ways, so don't whack your head off the fucking step, dumbasses, man. Stop.
Well, do them somewhere else.
Before you get to the step, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to the bottom step. Wide. Arms wide. Again, don't smash your freaking head off the step and try and sue my ass. 1, 2, 3.
What you'll find is, right, Danny, is that most people, right, or if anybody chooses to actually take like this video seriously, or even if somebody like decides they're going to do a parody of it, they're probably not going to come to that spot in your garden to do the press ups. So there's probably not going to be a step there. Oh, how much do I wish Edward Norton? What is he called? Edward Norton? No, Edward. What's he called? From American History X. That would be a proper treat, that. Crunch.
And then back to closer grip.
No wonder the dog sets about him. He looks like he's trying to mark his territory. He's sniffing dog piss, isn't he, on the stair?
And then back to normal grip. Right, obviously, I don't know how many reps that was, but if you can't do it all in a oneer, just...
Well, if he's aged that fast, maybe the golf course is next to power lines. Either that or his Stardog Spike with K2. I think the golf course he plays on regularly might be in Chernobyl. Or Chernobyl. How'd you say that? I don't know. You know what I mean.
And then pick up from where you left off, but get it all done, yeah? Okay, so now we're going to do crunches. Now, Got to do them on this hard ass concrete floor for you people. Now crunches are called crunches for a reason, because it's not a fucking sit-up, yeah? You crunch the body.
Well, loads of things are called things that aren't sit-ups for the same reason, because they're not sit-ups either. But that could apply to anything. Could be like, so these hold soothers, they're called hold soothers because they're not a sit-up.
Until you get a burn on your top
I need more props, don't I?
of your abs, right? So, crunches. Hold on, let me get in the right position.
This is why I did the warm-up after the fake fighting moves, is because he's knackered now.
Because I ate. There we go. This is awkward, people, but here we go. Right, so, my abs. If I feel my abs now, they're at rest, yeah? If I come to here,
Is that a Snide Adidas top he has on? I'm convinced every single item of clothing Danny owns is one of one.
yeah, they're engaged. My top two abs, right? So, up crunch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right, 20. Then, knees up with power this time. So, bang! 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 Bang!
If I looked out of my bedroom window, right, and my neighbour was in the garden doing this, I would have some form of welfare check done on them straight away.
Bang! 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 Bang!
Or at least throw a water bomb at him.
Bang! 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 30, yeah? Good luck. Do that, swords first, then this, all on the same day, for a month, and tell me you ain't feeling like
Okay, but I still don't understand why we're doing the why we're doing the warm up at the end.
a Viking.
You know, is it like avant-garde training?
Peace
Is it?
out. Hit the bell button. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Yeah, boy.
He hasn't got a small cock, G15. He's got a camel toe. How come we've never seen this intro and outro before? Oh, he's back.
Yo, everybody.
Oh, I've started it again by accident. Can't get the staff, can you, these days? Oh, we've done half an hour already. Right, what have we got next? Oh,
A lot of internal. You want to be a beast? You want to be a god? Welcome to Valhalla, everybody.
right. I'm proud to announce that from the producer, the writer, the performer, the director, and the editor of Dealing Damage is the most anticipated sequel of all time. It's Dealing Damage Part 2. Now, to those of you that say the sequel's never as good as the original, got one thing to say to you. Terminator 2.
Well, just a little video, yes, as I was going to do it in a couple of days. But I've set the Patreon page up. So, my little fucking Patreons, yeah, why don't you get yourself in there and fucking make it so that Danny G can do more YouTube videos? I'm at work for the next
No, you're not.
days after
We can
today.
see you.
So, I thought I'd do a little video, yeah, while you're all waiting for the next one. This one is going to be... Right,
Danny, if you think anybody's going to pay actual money for this, you've got no chance. I wouldn't pay for this content if it was £2 a month and you are willing to take payment in a foreign currency from a holiday I had 15 years ago that now takes euros.
Right, how to smash the fuck out of people with your hands and your elbows. Now you've seen it before, but usually I go really fast. Now I'm going to go a little bit more into the descriptive part
I wouldn't pay Monopoly money for this.
of it, right? The way that you can absolutely annihilate a man's face, body, whatever you decide to do. We're going to start with some stretches, people, right? Because you do know it's important to stretch, otherwise you can cause fucking injury. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to go for a fight
Right, so he's read the comments on the last video and everybody said you should do the warm-up at the start.
on a quick one-on-one thing, you want to be doing this. As you're walking towards the brawl, just be doing this, yeah? Right? Because that'll stretch your shoulders out enough that you don't pull them. But that's if you go...
Hold on, I just want to do a little test here, right? I want to know if I look as big a cunt as he does with a backwards baseball cap on. Let's try. Yep.
For a brawl. If I was going for a brawl outside now, I'd walk over to the geezer doing this. Yeah, and then when I got there, my hands would go up and I'd be ready, right? This is Street Fighting 101.
Sorry, Danny, what would you do if you were going for a brawl?
Otherwise you can cause fucking injury. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to go for a fight on a quick one-on-one thing, you want to be doing this. As you're walking towards the brawl, just be doing this, yeah? Right, because that'll stretch your shoulders out enough that you don't pull them. But that's if you're going for a brawl. If I was going for a brawl outside now, I'd walk over to the geezer doing this. Yeah, and then when I got there, my hands would go up and I'd be ready, right? This is Street Fighting.
So what's the psychology behind that? Is that to trick your opponent into feeling sorry for you and thinking, oh, I can't hit this guy very hard. He's a proper, you know what I mean? Like, I thought he was just a divvy, but he's look at him, he's a
101. Now, I have had a lot of fucking street fights, and I'll tell you straight, up to this day now, I've never lost. Whether I fought one man or whether I fought multiple
good chances are, right, by the time you got to them doing this, they'd be like, have you lost your mammy?
man. I've never lost.
That's why Mum's gone to Bill Kelly's.
Got a lot to do with the fact that I have two personalities inside me. I am bipolar. Medically diagnosed bipolar. Paranoid. Schizophrenic. Yeah?
They're two completely different things, Danny.
But you've all got a little bit of a history about me now. That comes from jail. Do you know what I mean, right? When I was in jail and I was getting...
Is paranoid schizophrenic an actual diagnosis? I know schizophrenic is.
Tortured and bullied and shit, yeah, my mind created something called the Danny G, yeah, and now
it didn't, right? Your ma and that weird bloke that used to make you stand in the corner of his bedroom and face the wall all night while he slept, they made you. Now, granted, they shouldn't have been allowed to breed clearly, and luckily for us, your biological child is a lesbian, so that's the bloodline knocked on the head moving forward. But that should have been done a generation ago, in my opinion.
I live with the Danny G. He contains part of the mind, and Daniel contains the other part of the mind. Now, when I'm talking to you, normally my eyes are normal, as they are now, and I'm talking nice and quiet. This is Daniel that's talking to you. But as soon as I want to switch it on, Danny G can come out quick as fuck. Because I've been having him live with me now for fucking 20 odd years. But I love him, and he loves me. So, first, try and get in touch with your animalistic side.
So, he's that uncreative, right? And he's got that little imagination that he's had to invent his own imaginary friend. He could have made the person like anybody. They could have had any traits, any personality, any dress sense, anything. And his invisible friend that he created is exactly the fucking same as him. He's even got the same name. You see, Danny, the word creator in content creator is what you're missing. It's the creation of anything interesting.
It'll help in the street fighting department.
it's, yeah, you know, possibilities are basically limitless when you work with the mantra of just make stuff up. Is this the best you could come up with?
Because like I've said to you before,
I've got bipolar and I haven't got two personalities. Well, no, you haven't, but your other person. Danny says he's diagnosed with things he doesn't even know the definition of. I know next to nothing about bipolar. But I know enough to know it's not. Danny hasn't got it.
when you get bashed
He's just a prick.
and bashed and you see your own blood, there's no use shutting down. What happens when I see my blood is Danny G becomes bigger and stronger and more of a rage machine. And what I will say to you is people say calmness and being in control is the way to fight. Is it bollocks? A rage machine creates a Hulk. When I lose it, I'm twice as strong, twice as fast, twice as resilient. So remember that. Get in touch with your own fucking rage machine. Create your own G inside your head that can't be beat and can't be fucking hurt. And then you'll be on my level. But until that point, I'm going to show you some techniques. Right. You always want to be loose, yeah? So stretching, always going to be touching the floor. Legs straight, always. If you do decide to kick or you decide to knee, you're going to need to have your legs stretched, yeah?
But if you do decide to kick, if you do decide to throw a kick or throw a knee, and you have no experience or no experience or no knowledge whatsoever of how to throw either, I guarantee you will look like a spastic and not hurt anybody except for possibly yourself.
Stretching the arms. Now, you can stretch the arms in many, many ways. You can do this. You can do this. Do you know what I mean? You can do this, like you're curling without a bar. Yeah? Or you can just throw slow punches to stretch your arms out. Don't forget, if you look when Danny punches, I'm twisting. I'm always twisting. That's what creates the power. Yeah?
I get the impression from the angle that whoever is holding the camera for him here is considerably taller than him.
So, obviously, even when you're practicing, even when you're going slow and stretching, you want to be twisting. You want to be twisting, constantly twisting, getting your midsection used to getting into it, yeah? Right, now, another thing you want to be doing with the stretching is always do a set of press-ups because it'll put your body under a little bit of strain. So I'm going to do a quick 20, yeah? Do as many as you can.
You know, I'm nearly 5 minutes into a 10-minute video and we're still in the warm-up.
Right, now you're about ready to start. So,
Hold on a second, I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of that wallpaper. And whilst Danny's waffling shite, I'm going to see if I can get something, if I can do something with it. Right, sorry, Daniel, what were you saying, bro?
hooks. Now, I've said in a lot of videos, straight punches to the face is the way to go. And it is, right? But if you want to smash a man's fucking face in, right, this is the way the
And who doesn't want to smash a man's face in?
Jab. You bust his nose. He'll go like that. Yeah? As he goes like that, put your hand over the back of his head. Pull him towards you. Hook, hook, hook. Make sure every one of them hits him in the same spot. But when you're punching, right, I explained this to my son. My 14-year-old son who wants to be a professional boxer. I've explained this to him. When you punch,
Oh, well, he's got no chance.
you don't punch and bring your hand back. And punch and bring your hand back. No.
He didn't become a boxer. He became more of a bagger, didn't he? More of a rapper, but with a WR.
You punch through, yeah? So you're trying to get your fist to go through the face, through it. Imagine you're hitting a watermelon. You want the face to explode on impact, yeah? Now you're not going to do that if you go bang and stop the hand. No. Bang, go through. Bang, go through. Bang, go through. When you try and punch through an object and you manage to get some depth into it, it creates a lot of internal damage. A lot. Now, so, jab, you'll dip. Grab his head, pull towards you. Bang, bang, bang. Now that will probably be enough to end the fight. You want to be aiming for cheekbone, temple. Now, just a warning, If you smash him in the temple, you could kill him, but I suppose it depends what he's done
Solid.
to you.
See what it looks like full screen? Yes! Come on!
If he deserves a killing or just a fucking beating, it all depends on the
Hold on a second, I'm over the fucking moon with that. Oh god.
situation, ain't it? Obviously, if your missus has been walking down the road and geezer's grabbed your missus and robbed her and give her a slap, he deserves a killing. So punch your hand through his brain. If he just owes you a bit of money, or he's called you a dickhead on the street, or he's coming to you and gone, you want to fight, dickhead, you want to fight, and pushed you, don't try and kill him, just grab him, smash, 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 bust his cheekbone, drop him on the floor like a sack of shit.
Someone clip this. Hi everyone, I'm live from Danny's house. He's going to go mad when he gets back in a minute. Right, I need to get out of sight. See you in a bit.
Spit in his face, call him a wanker, and walk off. Next thing. So, bang, whack, bang, bang, bang. Right, that is a fight ender, I'll tell you that straight, I'm not joking with you, yeah? Another thing, elbows, right, I've said this before. These are deadly. Now, you've seen me.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to make a proper background later, you know. Oh, I need this live to finish now. I've got some mint ideas. I'll put a little framed picture of Bill Kelly on the wall in a frame behind us and stuff like that. Oh, what a bella.
Elbow up, elbow down, elbow from the back, and then come through the other arm, yeah? Now that...
Oh, Joey's in here. Hello, brother. How you doing, mate? Joey Morris in the house. Big respect, sir.
Close and personal, so... You step into him, yeah, and you deliver one up here. You want to aim for the bottom of the nose. Again, if you hit him in the bottom of the nose, you might kill him. Depends on the insult. Or crouch down a little bit and aim for the bottom of his chin. Now, the thing is, what I'm saying to you is, if you hit them with the wrong part of your own elbow or the wrong part of your arm, you will cause damage to yourself as well as him. We don't want no damage to yourself. So, when you elbow up, yeah, you have to clench your hand, clench your forearm, and clench your whole arm. And that will create stability for the elbow. So when you elbow up, you want to hit him with the point of your elbow, not this side, because it'll hurt.
It's not bad,
this
that
here,
it's done a good job.
right there. So, bang!
I'm over the moon
As
with
you
that.
hit him in the chin, his head's going to come back. Yeah? It's going to come right back here, trust me. And then from then, you will jump up and put elbow down to his cheekbone, right? He will drop on the floor, and then as before, get on him. You can turn his head this way and smash him on a ground and pound. A lot of ground and pounding that you see on UFC is done straight on top. I prefer to bend the body. So I will come down and put my knee by his
Danny, right? People only do ground and pound in UFC because you're not allowed to stamp.
armpit. So his one arm's here and his head's here. And then I'll bend his head back this way. So his neck is under extreme duress. And then smash him from this direction. Yeah? Then I might bring him.
Somebody goes on the ground, Danny, in a street fight, right? Has Danny even seen a street fight or a video? Somebody send him a link to world.hiphop. Somebody goes down in a street fight, right, Danny? If I'm in a street fight and my opponent goes down, I'm not getting on top of him to ground and pound. I'm doing run-ups to kick him in the face like it's taking a penalty.
Back and drop this knee onto his face, bring this leg up, and then elbow to finish him off. Right? I like to ground and pound in that way. I like to climb all over a person from different angles. Another
It's all about angles.
thing, if you're fast enough, right, and you're fighting a man one-on-one, you got your hands up, he throws that punch at you, right? That punch, yeah? The
Stop telling people that, Rachel. It's embarrassing.
jab.
Even Scotty G pretends he's not from Battle Hill anymore.
So the jab's going to come here. Do you know what I mean? If you can step round, grab his shoulder, force his shoulder down, and snap his arm. Now, the way that would look in fast motion would be bang, snap. Do you know what I mean? You can snap his arm from the shoulder joint. That's another street fighting move. Another one.
There's no such thing as a street fighting move, Danny.
When a man is running at you, and he's
For that, on that merit, then technically the windmill is a street fighting move.
and he's running at you, you can literally just step to the side, leave your leg in the way, he will fall. As he falls, smash in the back of his head, right? That can kill a man because he can smash his teeth off the floor
The fish hook is a street fighting.
when you kick him,
Love a good fish hook.
but it'll end the fight in virtually one move, yeah? Another thing, headbutts. If you've got a weak head, if you've got a little fanny head that belongs on a little...
You know, right, one of my friends, right, one of my friends that owns a fighting gym does a course called BCA. He's one of the tutors for the BCA course, which I think is a British Combat Association or something like that. And they do these like seminars where they teach. Well, the first one I went to was called The Art of Dirty Fighting. And I was just there. I was filming it. I've still got the DVD that I made of it, actually. And every drill that they showed the people there to end a conflict was done in less than 3 seconds. There weren't. He wasn't like nothing that he drilled in that seminar had 15 plus strikes in it.
Plastic army man that you'd play from back in the day. My advice is not to do this. If you're blind as a fucking bat and you can't see what's right in front of you, my advice is not to do this.
Actually, let's watch The Art of Dirty Fighting on here one night.
Yeah? Because if you miss and hit the fucker with your nose on his head, what are you going to do what I'm telling you to do, but it's going to be the other way around and you're going to be knocked out on the floor, holding your nose, fucked up. But headbutts. Now, when you headbutt a man, yeah, it doesn't just want to be this. You put
That's not headbutting a man. That's deep throat, Daniel.
your body into it, like you do with everything. So,
Let's see his headbutt
put
again.
your body, headbutt a man, yeah, it doesn't just want to be this. You put your body into it, like you do with everything. So,
He even gives shithead.
you would whack, whack,
And he is a shithead.
whack, 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 whack.
Shut up, Craig.
Yeah, and then you would literally launch. Boom! Launch at him. Body weight, yeah? Boom! Launch at him. That will fucking cave a man's face in.
Right, Danny, but what happened there is, right, is you led with your shoulder and your forehead, well, in fact, no part of your head came past where your shoulder was. So you're not going to be in a, what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to be in the right place, you're not going to be close enough, you're not going to be in the right area. You're going to be in the right parameter. You're not going to headbutt. Your headbutt's going to miss.
For you to do, but it's going to be the other way around and you're going to be knocked out on the floor, holding your nose, fucked up. But headbutts. Now, when you headbutt a man, yeah, it doesn't just want to be this. You put your body into it. Like you do with everything. So,
Again, I know nothing about fighting, and I would never claim to, but I clearly know a lot more than Danny.
you would whack, 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 whack. Yeah, and then you would literally launch.
Like, my level of knowledge is that low. I'm not even a novice.
Boom! Launch at him. Body weight, yeah? Boom! Launch at him. That will
Where was the body weight in that?
fucking cave a man's face in, yeah? But obviously, when you do butt, bang, butt down. So you hit him with this part of your head, yeah? You do not want to be hitting him with this part of your fucking head, right? So, boom!
All that is a more, it's a more exaggerated version of you going,
Right? Headbutting with this part. Now, if a man tries to throw a jab at you and you're fast enough, dip your head. Break his fucking hands. Yeah? Because as soon as that hits that, bust. Especially if he doesn't know about cleansing.
do the dip your head thing again?
If a man tries to throw a jab at you and you're fast enough, dip your head. Break his fucking hands.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Yeah? Because as soon as that hits that, bust. Especially if he doesn't know about clenching your hands tight like a fucking beast, like you're gripping a sword and you're going through man's like fucking butter, killing everyone, killing them all. That's what you want to be doing.
If you're gripping a sword, Daniel, you're not making a fist. You're holding on to something. Like, I can't make a proper fist with a vape in it. I'm clinging onto the vape. My thumb's like that. This is the worst advice I've ever heard in my life.
So, hands gripped tight, arms clenched but loose. Keep your body loose. Yeah? And the aim of the game is to cause as much blood loss as you can. Now, one more thing I'll put
You're more likely to see them piss themselves and extract urine from them than you are to cause any form of blood loss.
into this video is The ultimate finisher of a
Unless one of them's that confused by what the fuck you're doing, he gets his fucking stress nosebleed.
man. Knock him out, break him up, smash him to bits, get him on the floor when he's knocked out, lift him up, put your teeth into his cheek and pull. Don't try and bite through, just pull and the whole face will come. Trust me, see them fangs? I've done that a few times, yeah? Just pull and you'll see skeleton, bone, blood, all that shit.
Why is Tony turned up? Tony's turned up on a rag.
I never use it to win a fight, but if a man's insulted you and he looks in the mirror and he's got no face, he'll remember you for the rest of his life. Have a good day. Peace out. Enough respect, everyone.
Why does he want blokes to remember him for the rest of his life?